Hello artists, Miss Celia here with the Monroe Street Art Center. Today we are going to learn how to make artwork with items that we can find in our kitchen. So before you get started today, head on over to your fridge or your pantry and start looking for things that might make good stamps. So today I'm going to be experimenting with a carrot, some peppers, and a tiny pumpkin. But some other great things to work with would be potatoes, onions, celery, or really anything that you can think of that you can cut in half and turn into a stamp. So before you get started, head to your kitchen and ask your grown-up what items might be okay to turn into stamps to create a beautiful abstract stamp painting. All right, let's get started. To create our kitchen vegetable and fruit stamps today, we are going to need some items from our kitchen. So I have some peppers that I've cut a few of them, but I left this one whole. I have a carrot that I cut, an apple that I cut in half, and then a mini pumpkin that I'm going to experiment with. You could also use, like I said before, potatoes, onions, really anything that you think might make a cool stamp. So it's really important to also have a piece of newspaper, so once you put paint on your vegetables, you can not get paint on your artwork or on the table. A piece of paper, thicker is better, and then some paint. You can use whatever colors you like. I use some acrylic paint, but you could also use tempera paint, and I have just a few different colors from the rainbow. So I'm going to get set up. And the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to choose what type of object I'm going to use to stamp first. So I think that maybe I will try a pepper, because I think that these little lines on the inside of the pepper might make a really interesting stamp. So I'm gonna get my paper ready, and I am going to take my pepper and I am going to dip it in the paint. So this paint is kind of spread out. This paint is kind of chunky, so you might need to spread your paint out a little bit to make it work better. I think I'm gonna try blue. Whoa. Let's try it out. I'm gonna add a few stamps before I move on to something else. Wow, that looked awesome. Now for my carrot, instead of trying the end, first I might try the side. So I'm gonna use some yellow on my carrot. Sometimes you might have to dab off extra paint onto your palette, and that's okay. You could also experiment with mixing colors, so maybe taking a little bit of yellow and a little bit of orange. That could turn out really cool. You could experiment with rolling. You can really try whatever you think might look interesting. So we're experimenting with these fruits and veggies. All right, I might even try to use this part as a stamp. What should I try next? I'm really interested to see what the apple will look like, so I think I might try the apple next. Try some green on my apple. Oh, my paint was a little thick, so I might try that again. This time I'm gonna make sure to get the stem too. Ooh, very neat. Now feel free to experiment with overlapping a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna set that aside and try something else. Maybe I'm gonna try the whole pepper. Now this pepper was a little old and that's why I chose it to make some artwork with. So maybe the texture will create something really interesting. Try some blue for my pepper again. Now I need to make sure that I have room for some of the pumpkin because I think that this texture might be really interesting to make a stamp out of. All right, once you've tried out all of your different stamps, you can go back and try some other ones again. So maybe you might choose a different color and experiment with mixing the colors on your palette. You might find out that you like certain stamps more than others. So I kind of really like the pepper and I really like the apple. So maybe I'll add some more of those because they make me really happy. Ooh. I really like it when I try a few different colors at the same time. All right, maybe I'll try the other half of my apple with a different color if I have room. Maybe I'll just do one half of my apple. Oh, there are seeds coming out. All right, I'm feeling like my composition is done. What do you think? All right, friends, what did you think about making artwork with things in your kitchen? I think mine turned out really cool. Make sure to tag us on Facebook and Instagram at the Monroe Street Art Center so that we can see what types of kitchen items you used in your artwork. See you next time.